Lance Corporal Gullick. This is my MWD, Military Working Dog, Sheba. She is 6 years old. She just had her birthday this past month.
I'm Lance Corporal Ramos, and this is my military working dog, Rizzo. He is 9, going on 10 years old. So most often, when you get an older dog, they're there to teach you. So I came in, I was a young handler. He was old, so I more learned my handler abilities off him. He made me a better handler. He is like my teacher too. He's obviously been around a lot more than I have, especially when it comes to the Marine Corps aspect.
Initially, you want to bring the dog out and let it have its freedom, you know, just like anybody else would.
And I got my tennis ball here. I'll just chuck it a couple times for him. But honestly, a couple laps, we'll go for a rapport walk, which will be like a nice little hike around here. It just helps if I got like a rough week or something going on. I just got my dog. All I got to do is just take a walk and I'm good. It gets a good warm up for him, and then we'll go through the obedience course together, make sure he has everything rolling in his head, making sure that he knows it's going to work time. It's going to be a 50-50 job. It's a dog team. I'm going to use my visual and my cues for him. He's going to use his heightened senses like his nose, his ears, everything like that.
You go through a training problem, and the handler and the dog come across a training aid, which is, you know, the dog detects something there that she's trained to smell. So initially, they're just going through a training problem, and they think when they find that odor, they're going to get that. So that's what they're looking for. They're working for their reward.
We give them that verbal praise, just so that they know that, oh, this is exciting, this is good, and I'm doing a good job.
She responds, and I come up behind her and I pay her with her reward.
They're like, oh, good boy, buddy, oh, just like that. He gets all excited and everything.
Every time I'd be like, go! And she would be like freaking out. She loves it.
And then obviously I love up on him. I just make him feel like he's doing a good job.
I'm a people's person, but you can't really argue with a dog. Just being around these dogs has taught me a lot. It just taught me patience. It taught me to care. Keeps you to have fun too. It's not just work.
He is man's best friend. He's a lot more than that to me. He's my partner. I don't know what I'd do without him.
The United States military thrives on effective alliances and collaborative efforts because they are important for successful missions. While most alliances are peer-to-peer, there are times when partnerships traverse the boundaries between species. Military canine units are effective for securing military installations around the world.
We generally do explosive and narcotics detection. Whenever we walk around, we search for explosives, we work at the search pit, and we ensure that nobody else is bringing any paraphernalia or items that could harm anybody on the base. Also, when we drive around in our patrol vehicles, we're a psychological deterrent, so anybody looking from the outside in can see us and they're deterred from committing crime.
The canine unit here on Misawa Air Base employs 10 dogs tasked with keeping the peace on base. And at times, it's hard to tell who enjoys the job more.
It's very physically demanding, and it's a new challenge every day. So you really don't know what to expect. It really depends on the handlers, on the trainer and the kennel master to really set you up for success.
The dogs and their handlers undergo multiple training scenarios to learn how much force and restraint to use in certain situations.
My favorite part about doing the job is working with the dogs, particularly in the training aspect. So you can see how you take a dog that is a brand new puppy right out of dog training school and how they evolve through their training. So I say we get them out of high school and we take them to college.
After training is finished, what remains are the memories that last a lifetime.
Hey everybody, just wanted to take a second to say thanks to our canine crews, dogs and their handlers. You guys just pose amazing combat capability for Air Force, and beyond that you save lives, home station in your missions and downrange. And having lived in CONUS plenty and been downrange plenty as well, I just want to say thanks for all that you do here and on the road. It's a big deal. You're a very unique capability. And I watched your demo tons of times, and I always wondered what it was like to be the chew toy. So, so now I got a chance. It was awesome. They bite. Yeah, they bite pretty hard. And you guys are formidable teams. So thanks. I know you volunteer for this duty. For our defenders at large, man, you guys, my hearts go out with you every day. You're on the line, you're on the watch every day. And some of you heard me say this a couple of times. Downrange on at least 2 of my deployments, I know that I'm here today with my family, my boys, because of what you all have done. I won't get into too many specifics, but I know no kidding, that because of who you are and what you've done downrange, those who you represent, while I was there, they saved lives, mine at least twice. So thank you for standing watch for us. You represent the best of us, whether you're at the gates or on patrol or training to deploy or on some sort of special support mission around the United States. You represent our Air Force well, represent Robins Air Force Base extremely well, and I'm proud of you.
Military Working Dogs, or MWDs, are some of the most dedicated and well-trained members of the Malmstrom team. Along with their handlers, they receive extensive training to use their keen senses to keep the base safe and secure.
Every dog is going to be trained to sniff something out, either a bomb or drugs. Some dogs are also called dual certified, so they're called PEDs, patrol explosives or patrol narcotics dogs. This lady here is trained for detection and patrol.
Training is an integral part of the daily routine for MWDs and their handlers, and they stay ready for whatever mission they're called upon to do.
We're actually patrol certified, so we're a regular cop on base. We can pull people over, we respond to building alarms, but we also add that psychological deterrent for the base, as well as the whole state of Montana. We're pretty much the primary bomb response force.
MWD handlers train daily with the dogs in order to keep their skills and their teeth sharp and ready to go. Air Force Staff Sergeant Joseph Park, Malmstrom Air Force Base, Montana.
So they gave me dude, took him to the school for 3.5 months, and now 2.5 months later we're here.
Right.
Down.